The Pine is a player that we're thinking is going to underperform their fantasy projection. Not necessarily saying to go out and full on bench them, but a guy that we see having a tougher time living up to their fantasy expectations and how that one will come to pass there. So let's go ahead and start. And each of us are picking a running back, a wide receiver, and a tight end.
Start with our Pine running backs, gents. My Pine running back in week 1, give me Josh Jacobs there in Minnesota, Green Bay now. Excuse me, in Green Bay now. I think Philly's pass defense is not great. I think that means that the run defense will that they'll probably try to throw the football around a little bit more, and Josh Jacobs won't hear his number called quite so often. So give me Josh Jacobs. He's projected to finish running back 15, 13.2 points.
I'm going CMC for week 1. Going up against the Jets, projected to be running back 1, and really it's the projected total, 19.7, basically 20 points for the week. I don't see that against this Jets defense. I think that this is going to be a pretty low-scoring affair between the two teams, but I just feel like week 1, they're not going to go out and overuse him right away. He didn't play in the preseason. Obviously, the calf injury that I spoke to briefly earlier. So I think there's a couple things here in week 1 that are working against Christian McCaffrey. So I am taking him as my Pine this week. I do not feel like he finishes RB1.
My Pine running back, I'm going to call the shot on Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs right now is the 7th ranked running back on the week, projected to do about 14.7 fantasy points. He's got a tougher matchup going up against the Rams here. The Rams last year did very well against running backs. Again, right, new season, all of that, I understand that, but I do think that we see some a tougher road to hoe on this one, to the point where Jahmyr Gibbs will underperform this thing. And I think that we see much more of a David Montgomery to kind of lead the season and start things off here for Detroit.